Year 2026, month of March. This is another slideshow video. It's not specifically about COBOL, um, but I'll definitely be getting back to that. Some events have happened, and I wanted to go over them because this channel is about old code and the uh, energy consumption of the um, the global internet. Okay, this will be brief. I'm using that really ugly papyrus font you're never supposed to use. Okay, it's March of 2026. Some data came in about 2025. New oil drilling technologies have surpassed the November 2018 peak of oil production. So normally that would indicate there's going to be a stabilization of available oil for the next 10 years or so, meaning in the North American or just the American economy, gasoline would float between $2 and $3 a gallon for 10 years. But a couple of things: computer memory shortages have happened because of AI data centers. The price of memory modules is up, and thus the price of all new computers is going to go up, whether you buy them pre-made or you make your own. The data centers continue to consume a lot of energy, especially if they're on the North American grid. That's going to use a lot of natural gas. Uh, the war in Iran right now is throttling the flow of oil and general just energy. Uh, it's there. You destroy energy infrastructure hard and fast in modern warfare, and it takes a lot of energy to get those energy conversion areas back up and running. So the landscape narrative is just it looks generally kind of bad. Uh, so I would think while we're supposed to have stable oil prices for the next 10 years, they'll probably go up a bit, then stabilize. We're going to go up to a plateau. All right, and computer memory shortages, I just don't see when that changing anytime soon. And I want to bring this up because if you are a programmer of some kind, all right, you have your own super rig. I know you got 128 gigabytes of RAM or whatever, and good for you, but recall that most of the work you're going to do, you're going to write code for programs that are going to run on devices that have way less memory than that. And we do need to be finally considerate of the fact that we are hitting the ceiling, possibly, of the kind of computer hardware we can have. I'd love to be proven wrong, but I think that means for the next 10 years, this is the last slide coming up, 8 is the magic number. That's 8 gigabytes of RAM. Most low budget new computers are 8 gigabyte systems. Most new phones, even the lower ends, are going to be 8 gigabytes of memory. All right. In the 32-bit era, which I talked briefly about a few years ago, the maximum amount of memory you could have was 4, or you couldn't address more than 4 gigabytes of memory because we were stuck with the 32-bit processors. But since that time, in the 64-bit era, we can have a lot more, which is why you have some people out there with 128 gigabyte beasts. But we're really just kind of stuck at 8. Is the what most cheap commodity computers that most people are going to buy have. So while you may want to invest in more if you make money with your computer, but for most people who just do work with their computer and just use them in the office or whatever, 8 gigabytes is what your target should be. Be considerate of that. A lot of apps are not that considerate outside of mobile. There will be more COBOL videos soon, but that's just all I wanted to say. The war in Iran is probably going to make there be an increase in general energy prices. It'll plateau because there isn't apparently a new generation of oil drilling technology that's going to stabilize the price of oil, and we can. I consider renewables kind of stretching out oil supply, not really being their own independent green circle yet. Uh, but in the meantime, let's target machines that just have 8 gigabytes of memory, both mobile and desktop. Thank you.